Welcome to my Monday night live stream tarot readings. These are free readings that I offer Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tonight I'm starting a little bit earlier than I normally do. Normally I'm on from 8 to 10 Central Time, but I decided to try an earlier time tonight. As I said, these readings are free. The only subjects I don't cover are health or legal matters. Any other subjects are open. If you feel like you enjoyed your reading, you feel like you got something from your reading, I encourage you to help support me at my channel by sending me a tip. Any amount is welcome, but $5 is suggested. You can tip me through my Venmo, which is at In the Garden Tarot, or my CashApp, which is $theresakimmy, TheresaKimmy. I also offer full readings, and I offer private readings if that's something you're interested in. Just let me know in the chat, and we can arrange to talk about that a little bit later. I hope you're having a great evening. It's been a beautiful, albeit hot day here where I live. Looking forward to seeing the heat wave break later on this week. I've been very busy setting up my Etsy shop. I am a visual artist by trade. Well, technically I was a teacher of visual arts, and I have been encouraged to go ahead and set up an Etsy shop to sell my paper sculptures and my collage artwork, among other items that I might sell from time to time. In fact, the reason I'm here right now is due to the encouragement of another live tarot reader. You may have heard of her. She goes by the name Starry Eyed Tarot, and I encourage you to go check out her page if you have a moment. If you saw my short announcing this live, hey, Empathy, what a cool name. Absolutely, Empathy. What's your question? I'm ready when you are. Okay, so is it, I may be saying the person's name wrong. Is it Fahad? And you are Mina? So what are the current feelings or thoughts of Fahad towards Mina? What are Fahad's current feelings and thoughts towards Mina? What information can we give Empathy, Mina, that would be helpful? I hope, is it Mina? Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Let's see what the cards have to say about the relationship between these two lovely people. All right. The first card that's coming out is the Ace of Coins reversed. The second card that's coming out is the Nine of Wands reversed. And the third card that's coming out is the Two of Wands reversed. And on the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents organizations like government, church, things of that nature. So the first thing I'm noticing, it's quite clear right away, is that um, are you two engaged? Or are you hoping to be engaged? Okay. Is that something, so it's not something that it's not a romantic relationship where that's like the hope? The reason I asked is because of the Hierophant in particular being on the bottom of the deck, because one of the representations of this person, oh, I'm so sorry, is a coming, it's in the Rider-Waite deck, it's a woman and a man standing before like a priest, like they're about to get married. So since that is not the case, since more of a broken up thing, let me go forward with this idea. So, because I was going to say, with all those reverse cards, there's a lot of blockages between the two of you. And I think that with him, since we're talking specifically about his feelings towards you, I feel like when we look here at the Nine of Wands, that he is really just now kind of recovering from everything. He has perhaps dealt with some issue. Okay, I don't know why this is. I hate to say this. Dealt with some issues of having a temper, and he is just now kind of coming to a place where he's more even keel. He has made a decision about how he wants to move forward. That's when I look at the Two of Wands. When it's upright, it's someone thinking about making a decision. But the fact that it's reversed makes me think that he has made a decision about where he's going to go moving forward. And then with the Ace of Pentacles, he's kind of been ungrounded, like not really sure where he wants to go next, which kind of makes sense with this Two of Wands. Um, the words that are coming to mind are like homeless, like he's wandering kind of thing, but I want to get some clarification on the Two of Wands. Okay, I'm going to put out a clarifying card for that. So the card that we have that's clarifying for the Two of Wands, he's made a decision that he's just not going to sit there and brood over the situation anymore. He's done with brooding. So that's good. That's a healthy decision to make. So I would say that although he's really struggled with over kind of dealing with the aftermath of the breakup, that he has made a decision to stop brooding over it. That would be my reading for that. I hope that's helpful. And I'm very sorry about the breakup. It's always hard. Are you wanting to see him again? Are you wanting to be friends? Okay, that unfortunately is the second question. Now I'm happy to do that, but I do charge for any other questions beyond the free one. Would you like to go ahead and pay for a regular reading? It's 5 cards, it's much more detailed. If so, you can go to my Venmo or Cash App. It's scrolling across the bottom right now. A 5-card reading is $8. Feria Edits. Thank you, Empathy. Welcome. And is it Feria? Am I saying that right? You're welcome, Empathy. You want to know what's hidden from you. Oh, that's an excellent question. You know, when someone asks questions like that, I know that they're on a spiritual path. So that's good. So Feria wants to know what is hidden from them. Let's see. And I hope I'm saying your name close to the right way. What's hidden from me? Feria wants to know what's hidden from them. So let's see what we see. Feria, the first card that comes out for you is the Nine of Coins. That's a nice one. The second card that comes out from you is the King of Cups. And the third card that comes out for you is the Ace of Swords. And then the card on the bottom is the Tower. Well, it's kind of interesting what is hidden from you. My impression with the King of Swords and with the Ace of Swords reversed is that someone is keeping information from you that is preventing you from really utilizing your position, your security to your best advantage. We have the Tower here, and when we look at the Tower, this is what this tells me is that there are things going on that you don't know about that are affecting your day-to-day life. Are you in a relationship right now? Or are you kind of single and ready to mingle? I'm asking about the relationship since nope, okay. You were in a crazy situation because we have that King of Cups reversed and we have that Ace of Swords reversed. Oh, okay. I feel like that kind of explains the Tower. Was it kind of, you said it was a crazy situation. That does really explain the Tower because the Tower is that kind of bolt out of the blue that kind of knocks you, your feet out from underneath you and shakes up things. I do think that if this is representing the person that was in your life, they were not good for you. It was hindering you in your progress in life. Because the Nine of Coins is a very good card. It's talking very much about everything that you have is because of your own talent and effort. So I feel like this person may have maybe distracted you from your, I don't know why it's telling me mission, distracted you from your mission, or maybe even kind of sucked some of your energy from you. Yeah. Um, Assuming that it's not the person that the relationship's dead, I want you to really pay close attention to people who appear to be very emotional and loving and supportive. Yeah. And who maybe say the right words, but I want you to listen with more uh, discernment and see if there isn't another person or persons who are causing you to have problems, because I feel like it would be, since it's like what is hidden from you, it would be something that you wouldn't already know about. So if you know your family's a problem, it's probably not your family. If you know it's this person's relationship, that situationship, then it's not that. It's probably something else or someone else that is causing problems. Now they could be interacting directly with you, or they could be interacting with someone else in your life and affecting that person. So think about that. So as far as what's hidden from you is there are some people that are hindering your progress. And you need to do a little not snooping, but detective work to try and figure out, who's being honest and who's not. And I don't know if this is helpful to you, but I'll just tell you this because it came to my mind. There are YouTube videos where they talk about how to spot a liar. So you might want to do a little research about, what can you do to be able to notice the inconsistency in certain people and who's doing an energy drain on you. Okay, that's what I have for you for your free reading. I hope that that is helpful. You're welcome. If you feel like you want a full private reading, just let me know and I can give you information on that. If you feel like you'd like to tip, Venmo and CashApp are the two places where a tip is most welcome. You have a good evening. That's a good idea. I don't know, really do the detective work. Put on your Sherlock Holmes hat and see. Because, especially if you're a certain kind of person, um, you don't realize that people can be jealous and can mean you harm even though they're not actively doing anything harmful. Their jealousy is enough to kind of disrupt your energy. That's right. That is right. I still struggle with that. It's always a big surprise to me when I find out that someone has not meant me well, that has been jealous or has causes me harm and I don't even know it because I'm just Pollyanna. Yeah, if you are drawing toxic people around yourself, I really just suggest that you think about why is that? Not that it's your fault, but if you have a light and you're not, let me put it this way. There should always be balance. So if you're always being the light and the giver, then you're teaching people how to treat you. And you're teaching them that, yeah, you're teaching them that it's okay to take advantage of you. So make sure that in any interaction you have with someone that there's a fair exchange of energy. Yeah, you're welcome, Dar. You have a good evening. coming up on the first half hour of free tarot readings tonight. Hello, Buttercup. Absolutely. What's your question? Buttercup as in the Princess Bride? Current feelings of RS for Buttercup. What are RS's current feelings towards Buttercup? What are RS's current feelings towards Buttercup? Buttercup, has it been a while since you've seen them or heard from them? First card, the Magician. Second card, the Tower. The third card, the Nine of Wands. And then the card on the bottom is the Temperance card. Is this person involved in either like the military or some other job where they would travel a lot or be away for long periods of time? You got 3 major arcanas in this spread, which is pretty powerful. It's a pretty powerful message about their current feelings towards you. They don't know what to make of you, to be honest. You kind of came from out of the blue for them. Like, you kind of like, yeah, out of the blue. It's like the bolt of the blue. And they were not ready for what was going to be coming. There are some problems though with keeping everything together. Hi, Debbie. Yeah. With the Nine of Wands, we definitely see someone who's thrown up a barrier here. But the reason why is that they've just, I don't know whether they're like going to school or they're learning a trade or they're building something because they're using their skills towards something. And to have this Tower here is the bolt of blue. It's the kind of the thing that knocks you off your feet and you weren't expecting it, and having to put up barriers and protections. So I don't think that you're going to be hearing from this person anytime soon. Not necessarily because they're angry or because there's something wrong. It's more about what's going on with them. Yeah. I think I'm assuming this is a male. If it isn't, I apologize. But the thing to keep in mind about some men is that they compartmentalize. So it's like when they're working, they're focused on their working. When they're focused on only one thing at a time. And it doesn't look like he's focused on you right now. Buttercup, I really hope that that helps you. That would be the end of your free reading. I thank you for coming in, for your support. If you feel like you've gotten something out of that and you'd like to tip, I do have my Venmo and my CashApp scrolling along the bottom of the screen. But otherwise, have a good evening. Hey, Debbie. Debbie, did you want to do a reading while you were here? You're welcome, Buttercup. I'm very well, thank you. Just doing my thing. I've been working on my. Yeah, I know. Okay. I remember you, Debbie. What's your question, or do you have a question? I'm glad you found me. I know you were having trouble finding me before. I think Sophie will probably be on later tonight. I don't know. I can't remember what she said. I know she said she was going on a trip and that she wasn't sure if her internet would be good. Okay. So Debbie's here with us, and she would like to get any message that Spirit wants to give her at this time. What does she need to know right now? What would be helpful? What would be helpful for Debbie right now? I'm seeing something kind of weird, and I'm just going to tell you. I'm seeing like leaves flying around in the sky. Like not like they've been falling from a tree, but like they've been blown up by the wind. They're green. Okay, so we have the very first card that comes out is the Death card, followed by the Empress reversed, followed by the Moon. Wow, some cool cards. And then your bottom card is the High Priestess. Girl. Girl. All right. So, got a lot of spiritual power going on right now. Hi, Safi. If you'll just hold your question off until I'm done with Deborah, and then I'll go ahead and get to your question. Thank you. So big transformation. I think you're going to be moving a little bit away from the advices here. Is that a little bit away from the nurturing mom kind of vibe, like taking care of others or taking care of a garden or animals. And you're going to be connecting with your more mystical side, with the High Priestess in particular and the Moon right there next to each other. It's undeniable. Now, I don't know if you practice any kind of, I don't know what your spiritual practice is, but I think that the message here is very clear that the Empress is wonderful, but it's time to not be so grounded and not so focused on the here and now, and a little bit more focused on the spirit. I hope that's helpful to you. Oh, okay. Okay, I think you're going to be getting a lot of messages, Debbie. That's right, we talked about the ghosts in your family. All right, Debbie, these are just my quick little free readings. So thank you very much, dear. Thanks for coming by. You're welcome to hang out, too. I'm just going to go ahead and take care of, is it Safi? Am I saying your name right? Safi? Or Safi? You're wanting to know if you should go to Spain with your family. Should Safi go to Spain with their family? Well, Safi, that is a yes or no question. Can you phrase that in a different way so that it's not a yes or no question? Because we'll probably get a little bit more information than just yes, you should or no, you shouldn't. Thank you, darling. If you see Sophie and I missed her, say hi. Thank you, Debbie. Safi, can you phrase your question in such a way that it's not a yes or no? Because I won't, this is not really set up for yes or no questions. Although sometimes I do get a clear yes or a clear no. It looks like you're going to get an opportunity, Debbie. There was some, that moon card and the high priestess, come on. And plus with the empress reversed, it seems pretty clear. And also the death card, which is like major transition. I don't know, Safi, are you still here? Doesn't look like they are. Okay, yeah. It's hard for me to tell because through the live stream, it's a little bit of a delay in showing me who's in here. But sometimes people do that. They ask a question and then they just leave for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe their order was ready or something. I don't know. But that is okay. So, Debbie, whoops. That card just jumped out of my hands. Do you read tarot? Yeah. Now, see, I have two now showing on mine. A minute ago, it was just one. So I'm not sure if Safi came back or if there's someone else that came in. Time will tell. Time will tell. Oh, hi, that's okay. I was asking you if you can restate your question so that it's not a yes or no question. Because tarot isn't really set up for a simple yes or no. I could ask a question like, what would be the best course of action? Or what will happen if I go with my family? Or what will happen if I stay? Things like that where it's a little bit more open-ended. Let me know how you want to do that. Oh my goodness. Family and suffering, they go hand in hand. Okay, so what will happen if Safi goes to Spain with his family? You got two questions there. I'm just going to go with the first one. What will happen if I go to Spain with my family? What will happen when Safi goes to Spain with their family? Will a good time be had by all or not? We shall see. What will happen when Safi were to go to Spain with their family? So the first card that comes out is the Two of Wands. The second one that comes out is the Knight of Wands. And the third one that comes out is the Judgment reversed. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I think it would be best if you don't go, because with all this fire and then the Judgment card reversed on top of it and the Ace of Wands, we got fire, fire, fire. We've got the potential for arguments. So I think you're probably going to have more peace if you decide just to stay. I hope that's helpful for you, Safi. Yeah. Debbie's so sensitive, so if her gut says don't go, then that's just a confirmation for sure. Safi, thank you for coming in for your free reading. If you feel like you got the information you needed, tips are welcome, not required, but welcome. And I can take them through my Cash App or my Venmo, which are scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. If it makes you feel any better, Safi, I wouldn't go on a vacation to Spain with my family either, but for different reasons. Hi, Crystal. Welcome. Crystal, you want to know, will I find peace after a bad breakup? I am in limbo. I don't mind at all, Debbie. So Crystal wants to know if they will find peace after a bad breakup. Well, you know what they say, time heals all wounds. So even without reading the cards, I know that you will eventually find peace. So how about if I ask the question, how can Crystal find peace after a bad breakup? You should. I think it's great to travel on your own, Safi. Crystal, how do you feel about if I ask how you can find peace after a bad breakup? Okay, so I'm only doing one question. So let's do, how can you find peace after the breakup? And maybe that'll partially answer the second question you asked. If not, I do offer private readings via recording, and I also do more extended readings here live. They're just a little bit more money. But let's see, how can Crystal find healing after her breakup? How can she find peace after her breakup? Okay, first card comes out. Oh, Three of Swords. Girl. Pain, 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 right? Five of Cups reversed. Six of Wands. Okay, the first thing I can say right away is You're not going to like the way I put this, so I do apologize. It's just kind of my style. Stop wallowing. Stop asking why it happened and stop looking towards the past. Instead, what you need to do is think about the things that you have that are good in your life. Focus your mind on those things. I see with the Six of Wands that you have people around you that are very supportive of you, that are like you got like your little cheering, your own private cheering, not squad, what's for cheerleaders. Yeah, Debbie's right. So I want you to spend time with those people who truly want your best, who really think you are something special, who know that you're something special. And I want you to believe that you're special like they believe you're special. I feel myself kind of welling up a little bit, tears. I know how hard it is to be rejected by someone. Um, and especially not to know why, right? The card on the bottom is Temperance. Honey, I'm sorry if I'm calling you sweetie. I'm 63, so I tend to call everybody honey and baby. Um, Make sure that you're not doing anything of an escapist nature to get away from the pain, because that's not the healthy way to deal with it, okay? And by escapist, I mean it could be something like eating too much, buying stuff, drinking, goofing around, and not focusing on the things that are important. So make sure that you are not wallowing. To accept the support that's being offered to you by those who care about you, and do not do anything of an escapist manner, something that distracts you but doesn't heal you. Okay? That is the end of your free reading, my friend, and I'm so sorry that you're going through that. I'm so sorry. Try and when you wake up in the morning, I want you to think of the things that are good in your life. Hey, I woke up. Hey, I can breathe. I can pay my bills. I can walk. Believe me, when you get to be my age and walking isn't such a luxury, it's a luxury rather than something too easy to do, you start to appreciate those things more. You're welcome, Crystal. Consider giving a tip if you felt that was helpful to you. My Venmo and my Cash App are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you're just coming in, I am giving free readings tonight. I do so every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, usually between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Central Time. It is one question per person per evening. They are entirely free, but if you're willing to, if you feel like you've got something from the reading and you're able, tip is always appreciated. My Venmo, my Cash App are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And we are coming up on the first hour. Actually, we have hit, yep, we're coming up on the first hour. I've been here. I'll be here about another hour, offering free readings. If you have a question that you'd like to have answered, I answer all kinds of questions except for questions regarding legal or medical issues. Excuse me 1 second. I'm just going to go grab myself a drink. I'll be right back. Hello, Adam. I'm sorry, I just stepped away from my desk. Adam, if you have a question, go ahead and post your question. Thanks, Debbie. See you later. What's coming towards you in love? Adam wants to know what's coming towards them in love. Are we talking romantic love? I think we are. What's coming towards Adam in love? How about we give a timeline to it? What's coming towards Adam in love in the next 6 months? Because if we don't put a timeline on it, well, something's going to come towards you in love at some point, but I think you're wanting it like soon, not like 50 years from now. What's coming towards Adam in love in the next 6 months? What can Adam expect love-wise in the next 6 months? Let's give him some clear and helpful direction. Okay, the first card that comes out is the Six of Wands. And the second one that comes out is the Eight of Cups. And the final card is Judgment. Okay, so you already have several admirers, Adam. When we look at the Six of Wands, the Six of Wands is very much about someone who has got, they're like kind of like the focus. There's a lot of people that appreciate them, that like them, that are cheering for them. So I think that if there is a person probably already in your circle of acquaintances that is going to turn out to be in a different kind of relationship to you, a loving relationship, a romantic relationship. And then when we look at the next card, the Eight of Cups, also right side up. I just want to double check something before I answer on that. It looks like things are going to be really. Have you broken up with someone, Adam? Because this Eight of Cups is about kind of walking away from something bad and walking into something good. You also have on the bottom of the here a choice, having a choice. So we have the Two of Wands. There are going to be opportunities presented where you're going to have to make a choice of either this one or that one. Well, you are definitely walking towards more positive things. And The very last card there is the Judgment card. So that's a major arcana. So this is kind of an important card to see because it is kind of like you're in the last stages of reaching some kind of that's what I'm looking for, a milestone in your life. So you're going to be, I think what's going to be happening in the next 6 months and what's going to bring about this new relationship is you're going to gain a lot more clarity and maturity that has going to make things more favorable for finding a new romantic partner. You are going to find one, and there's going to be a choice to make. But I do want to say that this person, because of the Six of Wands here, they're already within your circle of acquaintances. So is there someone in your circle right now that you think you might be interested in? And that is the end of your free reading. Looks like you're wanting to get into, like you are tired of singleness and you're wanting to find a relationship. Maybe I'm wrong about that. This is In the Garden Tarot. Tonight I'm Tulip, offering free readings to anyone who might be interested. Coming up on my first hour of reading. I have one more hour to go. I answer all questions except for questions with regard to medical or legal concerns. Your reading is absolutely free. There's no obligation, but if you feel like you'd like to show your appreciation, tips are welcome, and you can tip me by going to my Venmo, which is at In the Garden Tarot, or my Cash App, which is $theresakimmy, TheresaKimmy. And you can always show your appreciation by liking and subscribing. It has been a very peaceful day for me today. I hope it has been for you as well. The queue is open, so if you'd like a reading, go ahead and post your question in the chat. Oh, okay. Hi, Adam. You're welcome. There is something good coming. You got support. You have people around you. Would you agree with that? Ah, well, we'll have to see what develops, right? Adam, I hope that you'll come back again and let me know how it's going. Have a good evening. This is Teresa with In the Garden Tarot. My queue is open. If you have a question, feel free to put your question in the chat and I'll get right to it. Tonight's readings are free. I'll answer any questions except for medical or legal questions. Those I cannot answer. I had to step away for a minute, but I am back. The queue is open. If you have a question, feel free to post it in the chat and we'll get right to it. Hi, Benita. Do you have a question for us? Let me know your question, huh? Oh, Benita, did I lose you? Oh, maybe you'll come back. Welcome to the chat. My queue line is open, so if you have a question, feel free to put it in the chat and I'll answer it. I feel like I need a change of deck. I'm going to switch over to the stained glass tarot. I have been using the Nordic Legends tarot for the last week or so. Sometimes I like to switch them out. "111" on my clock right now. Or excuse me, Slavic legends, not Nordic legends. This one is the stained glass tarot. It's very pretty. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. So just ain't no home anytime she goes away. Hi, how are you, Priya? It's good to see you again. What question can I answer for you today? His current feelings. Let's see, what are the current feelings of Sibo for Priya? What is the status of this relationship right now? Have you tried to reach out to him? Hi, Benita. I'll get to you in a minute. I just started a reading for Priya, and then if you'll just sit tight, I'll come to you next. Have you tried to reach out to him, Priya? So you've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. You've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And you have the Knight of Swords upright. You also have the Knight of Swords in the hidden part. Hi, Mackenzie. I will be with you in a moment. I'm doing Priya at the moment. After Priya is Benita. And then I'll be happy to read for you. Absolutely, if you can just sit tight. So Priya, the general vibe I'm getting from this is that you're really obsessing over this and you shouldn't be. It's not healthy for you. It is not healthy for you at all. We've got that Nine of Pentacles reversed, so it's really upsetting just like your day-to-day life. The things that you should be doing, it's causing problems for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, means that you're really feeling like things are going against you, things are going the wrong way. And then you have the Knight of Swords, which is like, he's like this energy of constantly poking, mentally thinking about it all the time, poking. And then the final thing is the Knight of Swords, which the Knight of Swords is having nightmares. I mean, Priya, my advice to you would be, first, try reaching out to him if you haven't already. And second, if he's no contact, you need to let it go. Just find something else to distract you and let some time pass where you're not constantly putting out that energy. Because it's that kind of energy, when you put it out, that definitely gives the other person the feeling of like you're desperate or you're obsessed. And no one wants to feel like another person's obsessed and desperate about them. So Priya, that would be my advice for you for that question. Thank you very much for coming in again. It was good to see you. So next up in the queue is Benita. Benita, could you go ahead and post your question again? Actually, no, I can scroll up and look at it. Let me look up. It disappears from the, oh, here we are. Sean's hidden feelings for you. Family friend, but you feel like he has a crush on you. Ooh. So Benita wants to know about Sean's hidden feelings for her. What is he hiding? What are his feelings that he's hiding? For Benita. What hidden feelings are going on there in that brain of his? I'm assuming that is a man's name. I apologize if I'm wrong. Well, he definitely wants to spend time with you in a social way. We've got the Three of Cups, and then we've got the Seven of Cups reversed. He's not sure what to do, though. He's not sure what to do. With the Seven of Cups, there's like, he's afraid of making the wrong choice. You're welcome, Priya. He's afraid of making the wrong choice. And the last card here is the Tower. He feels like if he shares his feelings towards you, that it's going to kind of mess up the whole friend group, if that makes sense, or the family group. Because, you know, if you guys decide to become a couple and then it doesn't work out, well, then he loses everything that he has right now. Does that make sense? We got the Five of Swords on the bottom. So, yeah, I think that he enjoys spending time with you socially. He's not sure whether he wants to take it beyond friendship because he's afraid of what he'll lose as a result. So I hope that gives you some clarity on his feelings, Benita. And that is your free reading. Thank you for coming in. Liking and subscribing always helps, but if you feel like you've gained something from this, my Venmo and CashApp are scrolling across the screen, and a tip is always welcome. Okay, Mackenzie, you are next. Mackenzie. Let me see if I can scroll up and see your question here. Okay, Mackenzie, if you're still, oh, there it is. I see it. Thank you. You're on a twin flame journey and just had some progress. He friend requested me, but I'd love to know when he may reach out to me. His name is Marquise. I do not, as long if you're not bothered by me mangling the name, then it doesn't matter. Okay. So Marquise, what? He's friended her. He sent her a friend request. I'd like to know when he may reach out. When you say reach out, he's already sent a friend request, so he's reached out already. So do you mean like something concrete, like meeting in real life? Like going on a date or hanging out together? Okay, so he's friended you, but he hasn't messaged you yet. Gotcha. Have you messaged him? Let's see what we got. Because he may be looking back to see if you're looking back at him. Hey, Benita. You're welcome, Benita. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So with the Queen of Cups reversed, we have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. And then on the bottom is the Strength card. I think that he sees you as unapproachable because you're the Queen of Cups reversed. And so that would indicate the Queen of Cups is like very much the relationship, the loving, the nurturing card. And the fact that it's reversed, I think he sees you as unapproachable. And so he's not sure if he wants to take it into the real world. I mean, he wants to, but he's not sure if he can. I was immature in the past, and so I think because of that, I should let him take the initiative. I think with the Knight of Swords, he will take the initiative, or at least he'll think about it. But I think that, yeah, I think he is hesitant to bring it. When we look at the pentacles, in particular, the coins, that's this one. It's the ace, so it's the beginning of something, and it would be the beginning of things happening in real life, in the real world. And that's what the knight is pointed towards. So I think that he would like it to become more than just like an online thing. And with the Queen of Cups reversed, I think that he is hesitant. He doesn't feel like you're approachable for whatever reasons. Maybe you can figure out a way for you guys to, I'm air quoting here, accidentally run into each other in the real world, if possible. And he's got the Strength card underneath. So the card at the bottom is the hidden motivation. And with the Strength card there, I want to say that he is probably feeling like he needs to get control of himself and kind of be calm. So maybe, I don't know, did you like go off on him or something? Because it seems like he's kind of a sensitive guy, and he may be a little, this kind of just further reinforces this idea of you being unapproachable. Yeah, yeah. You need to soften it up and make him feel like it's okay to approach you if you're interested in him. That would be my advice to you. Open up just a little bit, show him a little softer side of you. Okay, Mackenzie, I hope that was helpful to you. That is the end of your free reading. I do hope that things work out for the two of you. Feel free to come back and tell me what's going on. Well, give him this is going to sound funny. Make him an offer he can't refuse. And by that, I don't mean like, anything lewd or anything like that. I mean like show him the person that you are now so that he can feel like he wants to get more of that. I'm glad it was helpful, Mackenzie. Thanks for coming in. coming up on 90 minutes. The time has really flown by. We still have another half hour that I'll be here, perhaps longer, depends on what's going on. So if you would like a reading, the queue is open. Feel free to put your question in the chat. Like every other YouTuber out there, you can support my work by liking and subscribing. I would like that very much. And if you get a reading and you find it helpful or enlightening, a tip is always welcome. The reading is free, there's no obligation, but a tip is always welcome, and you can do that through CashApp or Venmo. My CashApp and Venmo are scrolling across the screen and also are in the chat. Well, as my reading time comes to an end, I just want to remind everybody, if you're watching this on replay, that I will be back again on Wednesday, probably a little later in the evening, around 8 o'clock Central Time. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, because like every other YouTuber, this helps me a lot in my audience growth and helps the algorithm know to send more people my way. If you had a reading tonight and you found it useful or helpful or encouraging, please like and subscribe. And if you are able and willing, I also would love to get a tip of any amount. It's fine. You can tip me by my Venmo or CashApp. Venmo at In the Garden Tarot, CashApp $theresakimmy, TheresaKimmy. I'm going to do one final reading for myself. And the reading I'm going to do is, how can I improve my readings for next time? How can I make it a better experience for everyone next time? Give more choices. Allow people the opportunity to show their appreciation. Don't be afraid to strike out on the unknown. Keep showing the love. Okay, everybody, thanks for coming. I hope to see you on Wednesday. Have a good evening and keep cool.